Hi, so today I'm joined with Dan Grant, and today we are talking about EEAT audits. And once you've had your audit sent through, what are the next steps that you need to be making certain that you're implementing?
Yeah.
So as a webmaster, as we're going through it, there's certain policies and stuff like that we've added on.
Yeah.
Some policies might not be needed, but sometimes we prefer just to tick all the boxes. So sometimes even like modern slavery policy and stuff like that, they can even be written so simple with like ChatGPT.
Yeah.
You give your name of your company saying, write me a modern slavery policy, get that policy being added onto your site, because majority of people that have that on their site are usually big trusted websites.
Yeah.
But then obviously these little things like telephone numbers, email addresses, having a physical address and stuff like that. And just talk through like why they need to be making certain that they're adding these and just ticking these off.
Yeah.
It costs so little for them to do it, and then after it, we'll talk through the most important steps for them to be making certain that they're doing. Yeah. So when they're ticking off the boxes, once you used to get the EEAT audits, are you literally just working through, just going, doing that, I'm doing that, I'm doing that?
Yeah, I think that's really the approach, isn't it? I mean, it can seem a bit daunting for companies as well when they get these audits, because there's so many different sections that they can fill out, like you said. I mean, some of them that aren't that time consuming, like adding an email address and phone numbers, it takes 2 minutes and it's dead simple. But some of the other ones, like, you know, the modern slavery policies and some of the legal policies that are there, the privacy policies and things, for companies that haven't added them to the site before, it is obviously brand new information, and they might not know how to write that up. They might click on one online and say, oh, you know, it's 3,000 words, I don't have the time or knowledge to do this. But as you mentioned there, a lot of those legal policies you can find kind of templates for online, and there's various different ways to make that process easier for you to add that to your website. And it may seem a little bit kind of, oh, do I need this for my company and things like that? But trust me, if Google is landing on your website and they're seeing these pages, it's a big tick from them. They love to see these kind of trusted pages to make sure that it's a real business, that there's real people behind it. And that's from a different perspective as well for some of the other pages. I mean, even building like a Meet the Team page or an author page, you know, when Google see that, or even a customer sees that, they're able to see a real person behind the brand. They're able to see it was set up legitimately. And that can make all the difference sometimes between Google thinking, is this a legitimate business that I, you know, say tick, that's absolutely fine. Or is this a company that I want to be a bit wary about? Do I need to look a bit further into the backlinks? Do I need to, you know, move them down in the rankings? We talk quite a lot about the Google dance, where Google can kind of move sites around up and down, and it's certainly not random. A lot of the times you do find that these pages that have these kind of trust pages, whether it's a terms and conditions page or a slavery policy or, you know, a Meet the Team page, these things, if you cover all those topics there with the EAT, you'll find you'll be in a better place online than you would have been without them. So definitely recommend them.
Yeah, it's just about getting the foundation set up. I mean, there was a quote from Kyle Roof, and he says, do you know what the number one ranking factor is? And then he turned around and said, it's the absence of a ranking factor is the number one ranking factor. And then when you start understanding that phrase and that answer, it means just tick the boxes, tick the things that are just needing to be done. And once you've ticked all those boxes, the next big steps that the majority of how EEAT is calculated is to do with backlinks, right? And off page. So once you've ticked the boxes after that, with regard to the Meet the Team, it's not just about having to meet the team and saying, oh, Dan Grant, you're amazing and you're EEAT specialist on the EEAT SEO website and stuff like that. It's then making certain that Dan Grant is seen online, that Dan Grant has got a brand online that shows him to be an expert regarding experience, authoritativeness, trust, and it's making certain that the branding of the people that's on the Meet the Team is important. But also awards. If you've won some awards, go and do a press release about this award that you've won. Go and get some guest posts saying about these awards that you've won. If you've got any pictures of you with the award up on stage, get those pictures, go and put them onto a guest post saying that my company just won this award with all the photos. If you've got a video collecting it with the trophy up or whatever it is, that go and shout and scream about that. There's not enough people that take stuff that's happening offline, they don't put it online. Now that's the biggest part. Testimonials, reviews, awards, your authors. Go and start getting that, not just on your own website, but on other people's websites. So you're improving your data set online of who you are and why you can be trustworthy. Yeah. So hopefully now you've had your EEAT audit back and you've started to implement some of these policies and some of the trust signals, get in touch with us with regards to us being able to build your online presence, us being able to expand on how many awards that you've won in Google's eyes. So we'll try and find out every accreditation that you have, every award that you have, every author that's on your website, and try to get them like quoting as being experts on certain guest posts and stuff like that. Get in touch with us. We've got so many different services related to EEAT now after the audit has been done that we can do to improve. Not only do these backlinks pass power and trust through to your website, it's building brand, it's online reputation management, all ticking the boxes of everything. Trying to build that out and try to improve your branding online is key.